Good afternoon, everybody. Just come out here to do a little afternoon in the woods and do a practice setup of the Adirondack tarp shelter using the DD tarps 3x3. Pretty easy setup. Went together pretty quick. Did a ridge line with a bowline knot on one end, trucker's hitch on the other. And then here, just staked a branch into the ground to kind of pull the center back to give me room on the inside, using a bowline knot at the attachment point of the tarp, and taut line hitch on this stake here. I just staked down 4 corners of the tarp. That was it. The rest of it here, this front, that flap can actually be flipped over and not even used if you don't want like a little porch area. But I kind of wanted to put that on there for now. But again, you can tether that off either in the ground like I did. I used a high-vis orange just to prevent tripping. But I could actually anchor it to that tree there and give it more of an upward pitch. Or like I said, I could flip it back and not use it at all. As you can see, the Adirondack shelter gives you plenty of room for your gear. Plenty of room to sleep back there in the back. That corner can actually be folded back more into this way to give more of a ground sheet, but I have a dedicated ground sheet that I would put down before I put that sleeping pad down there. Again, pretty easy setup. The way I attached it to the tarp here was with I used some number 36 twisted and tarred bank line and a toggle. So a toggle is any kind of piece of green wood or any kind of wood that you can find in the area that you're setting up your shelter. So basically, like I said, the thing about one of these types of knots here, the prusik knot, is you can slide it by hand to get the desired tension. But then when it's under pressure, pulling in either direction, it locks itself. And then the toggle, basically you slip the prusik knot up through the attachment point of your tarp, and then just slip the toggle through the line and it holds it in place. This right here basically is attached with just one peg in the ground, a bowline knot, and then a taut line hitch. And that taut line hitch right there will allow me to release some slack or add slack to it at any given time. I just dug a little small hole in the ground here just for a small fire. I've got my small pieces of tinder and then the kindling down inside the hole, and then I'm charring some of those big pieces so I can break those up and put them down inside the fire. That's my Red Camp folding and trenching tool. You can actually use it as kind of a pickaxe or a shovel or a hoe. It folds in different configurations. Pretty handy little tool. My gear, I've got it hanging over here on a tree right now. Same concept. Using basically a large loop that you would use for a prusik knot, wrapped around, come through the part of my backpack here with a loop, and ran a toggle through it. That toggle securely locks everything there. I secured it waist high so I can work from the inside to get to whatever I need out of here. If I was going to be hunkering down for the night, or if it was raining, of course that bag would go right back there in one of the far corners and still allow me plenty of room to sit up under here with a chair. I can lay, be comfortable. Like I say, there's all kinds of configurations you can do with these tarps. The last few times I've camped, I've used a tent, and I want to get away from that and just strictly tarp camp. I've seen the benefits of it, the quick deployment that you can do with them. You can do A-frame shelters, you can do lean-to shelters, improved lean-to shelters, and then, like I say, the Adirondack, which is essentially a lean-to shelter, but with the two sides kind of pulled inwards towards you. So the benefit of that is when you do have a fire in front of it, and today the wind is shifting. I had this thing set up to where the wind was coming to the back side of the shelter, but now it's shifting, so the smoke's going in different directions. But the good thing about it, if I fold this flap back, I could actually have the fire a little bit closer, but even where it's at, this design is set up to where it holds heat. So if you do have a fire nearby, heat will collect in there and keep you pretty cozy. I'm looking forward to trying this out within the next few days. I've got some things going on right now that I really can't do it tonight. I'd love to, but looking forward to this. If you're thinking about getting into camping and bushcraft, I highly recommend you look into DD tarps. They have hammocks, they have, like I say, tarps, all kinds of different essential accessories. The DD 3x3 is basically I think a 10x10 tarp. It's a square, it's perfect size. Like I said, I mean, it makes all kinds of shelters. Like I say, get you some paracord. You can make your ridge line with that. You can do another shelter, it's called a plow point, and you basically just need a tree or a high anchor point. And if you look it up on YouTube, you'll see what I'm talking about, but it is very neat. These tarps can be configured to where part of the tarp incorporates itself for a ground sheet, so you're not laying directly on the ground. But I ordered and I have it with me here in my gear bag. It's the Magic Carpet made by DD Tarps, and it can be used as an emergency tarp for a shelter as well. But like I say, I bought it as a ground sheet to lay on the ground, to put my gear on, put my sleeping pad on, use it as a rain fly if I needed to. But yeah, just get out and have fun, experiment, try different knots and stuff. Just enjoy yourself while you do it. That's what it's about. It's all about having fun. You know, I'm a beginner at a lot of this stuff, especially the tarp shelter setups. I've never done this, and I've been wanting to do it. And I don't know, it's intrigued to me. I've always loved the outdoors. I spend a lot of time outside. I don't know. There's something about being outdoors like this that just it recharges your whole being, if you know what I mean. You can kind of leave the worries of the world behind. Just come down here, you know, just let everything go. Just enjoy nature and just be with God. That's where I like to talk to God. I spend a lot of time doing that, thanking Him for the many blessings in my life, my family's life. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting into it, you do not have to spend a lot of money. I promise you that. You can go get a Walmart tarp to start out with, and just pick you up some tent stakes, some paracord. 550 paracord is what I recommend, but definitely pick you up some number 36 tarred and twisted bank line. Texas Bushcraft sells it on Amazon for, I think it was 15 bucks is what I got mine. It's 121 feet. That'll last me for a long time. But like I say, hope you enjoyed this video. And like I say, get outside and enjoy it. Have fun. Until then, I hope everybody has a beautiful, blessed Sunday afternoon. And God bless you all.